The crippled nuclear plant in northeastern Japan faced many challenges. Radiation levels inside the reactor containment vessels of Fukushima Daiichi remains too high for anyone to enter, so robots are being used to get the work done. This edition of Nuclear Watch focuses on the high-tech machines being developed for the cleanup.
A new robot was introduced at Fukushima Daiichi in March to inspect one of the damaged reactor buildings. Its task was to collect information on the current levels of contamination. Engineers maneuvered the robot remotely from a chamber 100 meters away, using images sent from the high-tech machine. The robot is called Meister. It collects concrete samples for analysis. Meister was sent to the top floor of the building, but piles of rubble obstructed its way. So the engineers sent in another robot named Warrior to help. Its job was to clear a path for Meister. But a mishap forced the engineers to change their plans. Meister's camera caught what happened. Warrior overturned, rendering the machine useless. So Meister could only collect samples from an area where it could move.
困ったというか残念だな。
Now, engineers still face their hardest challenge at the nuclear plant. They have to deal with the inside of the reactor containment vessels. Kenichiro Okamoto explains.
During the accident in 2011, nuclear fuel melted down in 3 reactor containment vessels. Highly toxic fuel debris remains inside the vessels. The cleanup process will not be complete until all of the debris is removed. The most difficult tasks engineers face in the cleanup is how to build an accurate picture of the conditions inside the vessels.
We certainly have a difficult path ahead. I think we'll be able to move forward if we can find out where the debris is and what the current conditions are.
Engineers say a robotic probe is the only way to collect information on the fuel debris. They have discovered that robots could be inserted through a tube that penetrates the vessels. The opening measures only about 10 centimeters in diameter. Now, engineers are developing a special robot that can go through that hole.
前進前進はいそのまま前進前進はいマイクローラ出ます
Satoshi Okada and his team are developing this snake-like robot. It can change its form after it passes through a narrow opening. It will then take pictures of the inside of the containment vessels with its camera.
より一日も早くですね
We hope to learn about the conditions inside the reactor containment vessels as soon as possible so that we can start investigating the debris. We desperately want to move up the schedule for the cleanup.
The engineers want to start using this device by the end of the year. They are not yet sure how high levels of radiation or humidity inside the vessels could affect the robot. They say development of these machines is trial and error. Kenichiro Okamoto, NHK World.